There's a main selection of players in eFootball who are practically invincible. Discover their hidden strength and how you can use them to dominate your opponents now and here. With the recent eFootball updates, the gameplay has shifted the focus of some player attributes and its impact on the meta, the most effective tactics available. One change affects the passing. Passing stats matter way more now than they did before. Low passing abilities will lead to low quality passes. And the second change concerns the physical contact duels in eFootball. Due to a major update, the physical contact attribute became more influential, not just for defenders, but from the perspective of attacking players too. Therefore, it's crucial to understand that the meta has evolved. I will show you now step by step which players are suitable in the current meta of the game for the defense, midfield and attack. For each section you will get the cyborgs and the free-to-play variants. But it's not just that. To give you the needed advantage in your own toolbox, I will create my own pay-to-win team and my strongest possible free-to-play squad at the end of this video. And as a cherry on top, I will visualize my customized progression point distributions for each player. So make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to my channel and become a master of eFootball. Simple and easy. One main pillar of the team for sure is the goalkeeper. Here the most used players are Buffon, Schmeichel and Cech. They have in common that they are combining ultra-fast reflexes with a long reach to secure from long-range shots and blitz curlers. Free-to-play equivalents here are Oliver Kahn, Abiyati or even David Seaman. In the defense section, you now need speed more than ever before, no matter which playstyle you are using. Even in long ball counter, the backline stays very high up the pitch so that your team has to cover a big space from the midfield to the own box. And besides speed, high defense abilities are required. All defense attributes plus 90 is almost a must-have for your center backs. If you can bring their area strength with physical contact and jumping up to 85 plus, you will have a rock-solid defender. The most used ones are often combinations of destroyers and defensive fullbacks, build-ups or extra frontmen. So here, big-time Araujo, Lilian Thuram, Paolo Maldini, Nesta and also Van Dijk. When you are a free-to-play candidate, the best and most used ones here are Legends Assemble Fabio Cannavaro and Cáceres, 30th Anniversary Frank Rijkaard, Showtime Bastoni, Tony Adams, Van Buiten and the Barcelona celebration gift Jules Koundé. Fullbacks in eFootball are used most often defensively only. Therefore, they need as high defensive attributes as possible, but speed and acceleration are playing a big role too. They are ultimate and versatile weapons. Undisputed cyborgs in this function are Philipp Lahm, Big Time Tomiyasu, Bergomi and the by far most used ones Paolo Maldini and Lilian Thuram. But there are great free-to-play options too. Costa Curta, Lee Dixon, Belletti, Massimo Odo, Match Pass Caicedo and again Jules Koundé. The midfield section will be separated in three different areas: defensive midfield, central midfield and attacking midfield. And defensive midfielders makes the beginning. On this position, the same player attributes as center backs are required, but additionally, it is mandatory that they are able to make accurate passes and also are equipped with some ball treatment stats around plus 80, especially in tight possession, due to the need of turn executions after gaining possession and to initiate attacks. As the champion of DMFs, there's only one guy, Patrick Vieira. No one is pairing the needs for a defensive midfielder like him. His stats, his skills, his player ID with his height and exceptional long legs, he is simply the king on this position. But free-to-play players got options too. Above all stands match pass Aurélien Tchouameni. At that time, you've got all your coins back for the match pass. He is the perfect free-to-play replacement for Vieira. And other solutions are GP Zakaria, Big Time Rijkaard, or if you can handle short DMFs, Edgar Davids or Claude Makelele. Our next stop is the central midfield. And most in common are, if you have a look at the top rankings, that most CMFs are versatile box-to-box players. They are pairing pace, defense abilities, passing and ball treatment. All-rounders in every aspect of the game. Most used pay-to-win players are Lothar Matthäus, Clarence Seedorf or Big Time Pedri, but also some orchestrators are getting their players here with players like Andrea Pirlo. Free-to-play alternatives are my number one choice, the daily game version of N'Golo Kanté. Another really good and underrated option is the eFootball Point Shop version of Camavinga, and some pretty strong orchestrators here are match pass versions of Frankie de Jong or João Neves. Nominating contract Pedri is good to go too. What about attacking midfielders in eFootball? Here the preferences are getting separated a little bit, but what's in common of all of them is that AMFs has to be explosive with an acceleration of 90 plus. Ball treatment section the same, tight dribblings, and the execution of skills is eminent. On top, they need to be able to make passes with good passing stats, but at the same time they need to be clinical enough to score by themselves. Players who are combining all of this are Johan Cruyff, Platini, Uli Hoeneß, Nedved, and the man who can do anything, Ruud Gullit. Free-to-play users have got solutions too. Hidetoshi Nakata, Dragan Stojkovic, Paul Scholes, Wesley Sneijder, Antoine Griezmann, and Diego Armando Maradona. The last section is all about forwards. Since eFootball is becoming faster and faster, pace is the key for them. When you go through rankings, no matter on which platform, you will find always the same player types. Super fast, super clinical. On top, they are capable of nimble dribblings and often are equipped with physical contact values of around 80. This formula can be applied to all forward positions, so I will name you the most used wingers and second strikers first. On top of the ranking, with a huge gap to the rest, we have the M and N from MSN. Blitzkrieg Messi and acceleration burst Neymar. Then there's the Brazil whole player version of Ronaldinho, big time Lamine Yamal, and nostalgia Roberto Baggio. They are all beasts and the best in game. Free to play options here are the edition packs of Lionel Messi and also Neymar, big time Ronaldinho, Legends Assemble Kaká, eFootball Point of Vinicius Jr., and various versions of Son Heung-min. As a last puzzle piece, I will show you the best center forwards in game. The stronger the strikers, the easier it is to score goals, obviously. And the strongest cyborgs on this game are the king of football Pelé, Karl-Heinz Rummenigge, Samuel Eto'o, Luis Suarez, Romario, or the deep-lying version of Ruud Gullit. Most of them are equipped with the Showtime skill Phenomenal Finishing, which has become almost mandatory for any striker nowadays. As their free-to-play counterparts, you have Diego Forlan, Bebeto, any version of Kylian Mbappe, David Villa, Gabriel Batistuta, Michael Owen, or the Santos version of Neymar. Now I want to show you how my team and tactics looks like when I play a full pay-to-win squad and how I use a full free-to-play team. If you're grinding since a long time and if you made the right decision off the pitch, this is how your free-to-play team could look like. I am using a 4-2-4 here right now with Christian Abbiati in the goal, as my center-backs Frank Rijkaard and Fabio Cannavaro, and my fullbacks are Costa Curta, Lee Dixon, and when we head over to the DMF, I have the match pass Aurélien Tchouameni, daily game N'Golo Kanté as my CMF, and then 4 forwards with the French pack Antoine Griezmann, and as my left second striker big time Ronaldinho, and as my forwards I'm using Bebeto here from the Legends Assemble and Ousmane Dembélé also from the Match Pass. My bench looks like this with Safi Salih, Kylian Mbappe, the deluxe edition of Lionel Messi, deluxe edition of Neymar Cito. So yes, you could go for both deluxe editions if you are a free-to-play player and if you grind enough. eFootball Point Shop Vinicius Jr., French pack of Christopher Nkunku, Match Pass Joao Neves, Match Pass Frenkie de Jong. While I'm not 100% if it was Match Pass or nominating contract, but it's anyway free. The booster of Edgar Davids, big time Claude Makelele, and as my center backs, as my defenders, I have Tony Adams and Jules Koundé. And with this, we would have a collective team strength of 3,133, which is pretty solid. Also, the team looks pretty good. And as my individual instructions, which I want to give you too, I'm using defensive on Costa Curta, defensive on Lee Dixon, counter target on Ronaldinho, and counter target on Bebeto. And if you got the money, or in my case, a very generous community, this is what a pay-to-win team with a very, very high value could look like. It's again a 4-4 with Simone Inzaghi as my main manager, and in the goal we have Gigi Buffon. In front of him, big time Ronald Araujo, double booster Alessandro Nesta. And as my fullbacks, I'm using Philipp Lahm on the left hand side, Lilian Thuram on the right hand side. And when we head over to the defense section, it's of course him, guys, Patrick Vieira as a defensive midfielder, and as a central midfielder we are using Clarence Seedorf here. And then we are already at the front, of course, guys, he is him, Ruud Gullit. As a second striker, acceleration boost Neymar Cito. As a center forward, the king of football Pelé, and the best player stats in game and one of the most effective, maybe the effective weapon, Blitzkrieg Lionel Messi. And I will also show my bench now. We have MSN complete with Luis Suarez, Puskás, guys, he is also very, very good. Itzemi, Romario, Samuel Eto'o, the fastest striker in game, and then Michael Owen, also a demon, guys, a beast. The latest Johan Cruyff. As a whole player player, and also the others are whole players here. In this case, Alessandro Del Piero, Blitzköhler whole player. Those stats are just out of this world. And same for Pavel Nedved. Whole player, can cover so many positions, absolute weapon. And to cover my midfield, my defensive and central midfield, I have Lothar Matthäus as a replacement, and big time Rijkaard does it into my main team. Telling you how it is. And my defenders are Martin Cáceres, who can cover all defensive positions, and to have a destroyer option on the bench. Additionally, I'm using Fabio Cannavaro. And the individual instructions here are the same. Defensive on Lam, defensive on Lilian Thuram, counter target on Pelé, and counter target on Neymar. I will also give you now the collective team strength, guys, and when we have a look at it, you can see 3,246. So that's a difference. Even that the discrepancy between pay to win and free to play is getting bigger, as you can see out of these examples. With a collective team strength difference of 113 points, you still have a chance as a free to play player to get a competitive team. It needs diligence and patience, but also the knowledge to opt always for the right players when Konami gives you the free selection contracts. Therefore, make sure to gain the best possible knowledge by subscribing to my channel, that you never regret any decision. And if you enjoyed, I would appreciate your like for this video.